Hello everybody and welcome to JGod Gaming. Today's video is all about the best class setup for the M38 SMG that came out during the Luck of the Irish event a few months back. What I'm going to be giving you is the best class setup in my opinion based off the current state of the game. So let's go ahead and start off with the division. I'm using Expeditionary just because I want that unlimited ammo. There are some better divisions in my opinion if you just want to survive a while and maybe you pick up weapons off the floor or whatever the case is. But at the end of the day you're going to want to make sure you have that infinite ammo if you want to go off with the one gun. One gun only. You don't want to resort to picking up other people's weapons. I am running a double S mine so I can make sure my back is covered, because when you run around on the map you're going to want to make sure that you do have a little bit of extra support, because a lot of times teammates will not do that at all. They will absolutely not pay attention to anything on the minimap. Even if someone's right next to them shooting, they just don't pay attention. It's just one of those things. So those bouncing betties, S mines, give you an extra layer of support. And then as far as the class setup for the M38, I'm actually rocking the extended mags. I'm rocking a suppressor, and then I also have grip. I experimented a little bit with rapid fire. Didn't seem like it reduced the time to kill that much. Grip allowed me to be a little bit more consistent at those medium ranges, because as you know, SMGs are really only good at that short to medium range, and there are some exceptions, but for the most part it's short to medium range. And then what you're going to want to do is make sure that you got that extended mag so you can get some of those speeds. With the suppressor, you're going to stay off the mini-map, and I'm going to show you a little bit of what you can do when you do that, because a lot of times you can get these feeds, they don't know where you're at, which absolutely gives you a ton of power, them not knowing exactly where you're at. So let's go ahead and get a little bit to the breakdown. If you are enjoying the video so far, remember to hit that like button. I do have a goal of 200 likes, so if you can help me out with that, it's very appreciated. And if you are new to the channel, just to kind of give you a heads up of some of the content I cover is Call of Duty news, different in-game updates, give you some more best class setups like you're seeing in today's video. I do some subscriber breakdowns where subscribers submit their gameplay and I give a little bit of review and give them some tips and tricks, as well as tips and tricks videos in general. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, make sure you subscribe with those notifications on. So let's go ahead and get into the breakdown where I kind of talk you through my mindset as I play and give you kind of some thoughts, tips and tricks on how to use this weapon. So at the top left you can see we're playing on Gibraltar and we're playing Domination. And Domination is heavily objective game mode where you got to emphasize the map control. Because like I always preach, map control leads to winning, and you get more caps from doing that, because what happens if you're in a position to hold the map, your team should be able to cap the objective. So that's all I'm doing right here. I'm trying to go for a solid flank, and you're going to see it pays off that I'm using a suppressor. They have no clue where I'm at. Someone was chasing me, but they're not going to be able to catch up to me. I'm in full sprint mode. I come around the corner and look at kind of what I do. None of my teammates are really pushing up at this point, and I was playing with my buddy Earl Shatter, and you can see what ends up happening. Kind of like me and him are trying to push a little bit forward. He ended up dying, so he ends up back in spawn, but none of our teammates are pushing forward. And the whole key with me actually holding down this map control is pretty much have my teammates push forward so they can cap B. Because typically most of my teammates don't have as good a gun skill. They're not really sure on how to navigate the map. I'm trying to keep people out of here, but not one of my teammates pushed up in that 20 to 30 second span. So you're going to see how that kind of ends up putting us in a hole, but by continuing that map control, it cycles around, people get pissed off, and they end up leaving the match. That's normally what happens when you start to streak up. But you can see the gun has a good amount of damage. I'm able to hit the shots. It's pretty laser accurate when you got that grip on it. Get the extended mags to get a little bit longer feeds. And then right here, I'm trying to run through the smoke, and none of our teammates are pushing up. You can see where my teammate's camping. He's camping in the little room before you get to B. So in my head, I'm thinking, well, maybe I need to flip spawns, because if that's where they're comfortable camping, let me go ahead and reposition so I can go ahead and get him set up in the spot he wants to be, but at least it'll be in a position of map control. So I got to go around thinking I need to flip these spawns, which I don't really advocate flipping spawns, but my teammates don't want to move, so I need to force the movement. So we're already getting down from behind, so I got to go ahead and go all the way around the map, and a suppressor tends to help just because you stay off the mini-map. And I'm going to point out this tip again, because I've been pointing it out in a few of my videos now, but when you look at the mini-map, you see the little triangle. When the triangle is open in the middle, that means I'm not being seen on the mini-map. Right here, I'm not sure if the spawns have flipped yet, but I'm trying to get in position so that my team can either take it over, flip. So now it flipped, and you can see that they're taking over A. So now I want to control this side of the map and make sure that I'm in control of this side so that my teammates can push up where he wanted to be. But getting back to the mini-map, when the triangle's open, that means you can't be seen. So all these times I'm getting these gunshots or firing my weapon, it's not going to pop up on the mini-map. You can see right here, I end up getting shot in the back. Now, one of my teammates is still pushed up. I do have my buddy Earl. He's kind of pushing on the left side of their spawn and trying to influence things that way. But you can see my teammates are not moving forward. The guy's camping on top on the wrong side. We need to be camping on this side or camping B while I'm pushed up. So I go ahead and kind of reposition, trying to take over B, so we can go ahead and push and influence my teammates to push forward. And that's what a lot of the map control ends up sucking sometimes, because if not one of your teammates pushes for B, then you end up in a losing battle. And that's the whole point. I want the map control so my teammate can feel comfortable pushing forward. And a lot of times that just doesn't happen. I do got someone running rifleman, so they're probably running a sniper and something else. When I've been playing a lot recently, I've noticed that seems like part of the meta. I actually get killed in my spawn. We're actually kind of screwed because none of our teammates pushed up to help maintain that map control. So we never gained B. And I could take some of the blame for it because I'm not on the objective. But the whole time I'm trying to push forward, I have the map control, or starting to have the map control. And then really no one pushes forward. So go ahead and try and take these guys out. Try and push a little bit forward. And I kind of get in a death streak because I'm in bad position. You can see the guy sniper, rifleman, but he's running a shotgun on the other one, right? So that ends up being kind of a little bit of a theme here, where you die instantly by one hit kills. And unfortunately, in a first-person shooter, I believe in gunfights. So a lot of times I do kind of talk smack on shotguns and snipers, even though you can counter them by flanking or getting really close if they're not very good. But at the end of the day, I like gunfights. I don't necessarily like one-shot kill weapons. And that guy came around, he could have easily one-shot me. You can see right there, I'm trying to just play it smart. I take this guy out. He doesn't even know I'm there, because even though his teammate's shooting at me, I'm not on the mini-map. So I'm safe, I'm secure. And then now we got that map control, and look at that, we got B, but it's a little late in the round. So we're going to kind of have to force the issue in the second half, and that's really what it comes down to. We're down by too much. My teammate, by the time they decided to engage any kind of movement towards map control, they started going wild. So right there, I take the guy out. I don't want to cap A because I don't want to flip the spawns. Teammates are finally cooperating. Someone's at mid-map by B. We captured B, and we're starting to make a little bit of a comeback. We're down by 30, and as you've seen in some of my videos, I've come back from at least 50 down with 197 on the score. A couple people timed out. I don't know if those are my teammates or not, but they were AFK if they timed out. They're definitely everyone's trying to get these little orders done. So you can see right there, that's the end of that half. We're going to go ahead and turn it on a little bit more in the second half, so stick around. So if you are enjoying the video at all, go ahead and remember to hit that like button. If you can, I do have a goal of 200, so definitely help me out with that. And subscribe if you haven't already. Turn those notifications on. You can see I instantly get sniped right there. That was a fun gunfight. The guy fired his bullet once and killed me, and he was basically camping out. And that's sometimes going to be a problem, but right here you can see how that hurts his team. Because he's not pushing up now, their enemy team has a problem that we had in the first half, where none of our teammates wanted to move forward. But that's a good thing for us, because that means it's going to make it a little bit easier for us to hold these objectives. Since I do have about 3 or 4 teammates behind me, I'm trying to clear out all these enemies so my teammates can jump on B, because I feel like if I'm keeping them off B, we're going to do a good job of actually holding it down. You see my teammates ended up on the bridge. We got that map control, and somebody jumped on B. Easy capture. Everyone pushed forward. Definitely a team effort. Because when you have that map control, you're going to win more matches. Like I said, right here, I'm a little bit behind them, pushing, waiting, and then I kick this guy out. A lot of times, they don't know anywhere that I'm at. I can go for different flanks, but one of the biggest downsides from actually using an SMG is because you can't hold these long sight lines and just wait and camp people out, because that's literally what you need to do. You're going to play against shield and shotgun users, but then you also have these sniper users. So it's kind of a little bit of an annoying combo that to play against. You got the people just camping out. See, that guy's going for map control. And then right here, we got to push through. I'm getting so many hit markers on that shield. It's just ridiculous. They still need to figure out how to acknowledge it at least, because it is an issue. You'll notice you'll shoot somebody right in the head, right in the chest, and all of a sudden you get nothing. Then it goes on to impact other gunfights. Like right there, if it was just 2 guys, I would have killed both of them. But since that shield ate up so many bullets, I end up losing that first gunfight. End up killing the guy or whatever, but then the other guy kills me because basically I have to shoot my entire 45 magazine at the guy. You say shoot him in the legs or whatever, but it doesn't matter. If I shoot him in the chest, still get a shield hit marker. And as you can see, there's a lot of one-shot kill weapons going on in this game. I got shotgunned, I got sniped again from that sniper just sitting in the same spot. I'm trying to chase this guy down and get a couple hit markers. He's a little bit out of my range. I end up taking him out. Again with the suppressor, not that it's a big deal that was a suppressor. He knew exactly where I was once I started shooting him and hit him with that little bit of flashbang. That's one of the cool things with Expeditionary is when you hit somebody, you're going to be able to take advantage of that. And you can see right here, this gun can be so powerful. They don't know where you're at, and they don't know where I'm at. Look at this. I'm able to go ahead and flank the entire team. If I had a regular gun, is that possible? Probably not. Someone's going to at least turn on me. I'm pre-firing that like crazy. Killed that guy so many times. Look at that frenzy kill. And then I keep it going. I'm trying to hold it down. Teammates, push up. Somebody, please push up. And it's not happening, right? So I'm just kind of reposition, hold down with the bouncing betties, make sure I got control of the map, kind of cutting different people off. And then as I wait right here, I know that some things are going to happen. I got that guy over there with the bouncing Betty. And then I'm kind of looking, okay, I got to need to place another one. And then I'm really forcing that map control. You can see my teammates on there, and I'm going to do all I can to protect them. And you can see the guy coming up right here. Take him out. I do call some paratroopers. Another guy there, able to still clean him up. So this is a pretty good streak, and it allowed us to regain map control. But more importantly, I stayed on my streak, stayed alive, so I can actually influence the outcome of the game by calling him a ball turret gunner and things like that. Hopefully our teammates don't push too far, but they are starting to push. You can see that. We have solid map control. Right here, I'm just kind of waiting it out. I don't want to relinquish that map control. We do have a few teammates in spawn, so I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens. Maybe there's going to be a guy that comes around the back, my teammate's going down the stairs, and then there's somebody to the left of me looking like they're going to come around. I'm just kind of waiting it out, see if someone comes in. Flashbang doesn't do anything to me, kind of out of my range. And then I'm just waiting, and then the guy comes in, my teammate ends up killing him out, and then I come up the stairs, take that guy out, and then we're still just kind of repositioning, hoping that this guy doesn't get me. I know he's a quick scoper. I don't want to die by something like that. I'd rather get shot in the back than die by a quick scoper. Because then at least I had a chance at a gunfight by turning on somebody or something. See, we maintained a pretty good solid hold, and some guy actually snuck onto B, and I don't know how he got there. There's teammates all the way around, but apparently because Mountain, he's able to slip through the cracks and sneak up there. So right now I'm just kind of see what's going on, trying to position. I got a bouncy Betty behind me. I know there's another one. And here's the point where I make a pretty dumb move. You'll see right here. I lay down in a nade hot zone. I just figured I'd be safe because there's so many teammates around, no one really pushing through. And I'm trying to call that firebombing run to cut them off, and then call a ball turret gunner. So a little bit of change of plans on that kill streak. So that a little bit ended. But I do call in this firebombing run. I do want to cut off that stairways, kind of force them through the left side of the map. I did fast forward that ball turret gunner just because it's a little bit long, especially if you have blitzkrieg at like 45 seconds. But I ended up going ahead and killing them off, and they don't ever take another zone. And we start to almost triple cap, and we start winning pretty much the match. You're going to see how close it is at the end. But at the end of the day, you can see the power of the suppressor. You can see the grip allowed me to be very accurate. And especially for some of those longer feeds, the extended mag really helped. So obviously there's a complete unity of all those weapons. Rapid fire doesn't look really necessary. The time to kill is pretty fast, as long as I'm not going against a shielded opponent who somehow decides to eat bullets on a regular basis. And that's pretty much the map. You're going to see right here, we're down a couple points, but we end up taking over the lead. It's pretty straightforward from this point. All those were straight to the chest, but somehow more hit markers. That dude's definitely hungry for some bullets. They're trying to take over the objective right here. There's a pretty long range. My teammate, hopefully he's going to intervene and at least get one shot of the enemy. And right here, we end up taking over, controlling. You can see I have a couple teammates in their spawn. Not so deep to flip it, but deep enough to actually kill them out coming out of spawn. Almost a mini spawn trap. But then we actually flipped the spawn, so it's kind of a bad idea there. But at this point in the match, it's pretty much too late. You're going to see that at the time it gets really close, but we end up keeping the two objectives, so it's pretty much a win. If you did enjoy the video anyway, remember to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, turn those notifications on, and we'll definitely see you on the next one. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.